Hello there, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today I'm doing a special reading. This is for the collective. Hopefully a message of hope and joy for the year ahead of you. I really appreciate all of your support in 2021, and I am looking so forward to the year ahead. So let's get an idea of the overall energy for this New Year's Eve as we are embracing a fresh new start to a new year. And I'll have to say, I'm really looking forward to it. I feel like a lot of us are. We have a lot of hope for the new year. So let's see what your animal spirit is. Sandpiper spirit, be playful. I think 2021 was just a year of, it may not have been bad for you or something. It just seemed hard. Things just not working out maybe the way that you thought that they would. And 2022 has a lot more of a playful spirit too, a lot more of a lighter spirit of embracing hope and joy for what can be, getting that fresh new energy about us, about what is to come in this year. So let's see what else we have here. Watching clouds, lie back, rest and relax. Once again, this feeling that if life was difficult or, especially in your career sector or your relationships where you just felt like you had to put so much time and energy into people, places, things, situations, and you weren't really getting a lot of positivity out of them. It's as if things are magically going to shift, perhaps at midnight tonight. Perhaps, this just total shift of seeing things in a different way. Like it's almost as if, a light goes on and we see a whole new different perspective about life, and it's so much more easy. It's just this sense of more peace, of more ease, of things going more in the flow for us. And not that there won't be obstacles, not that we won't have to work, but that we'll have more time to be still, to be instead of doing. I really love this energy. And then finally, we have message in a bottle. I feel this is an intuitive message, a message from your angels, your spirit guides, a message of hope being sent to you here on the eve of a new year, and just saying, okay, it's going to be okay. You are going to be able to spend more time listening to your spirit guides and angels. When we're in the thick of things and we're having to work so hard to pay the bills or just to tread life, just it's like treading water and not really getting anywhere. Sometimes it's hard to find that time to sit and relax, to meditate, to journal. But this is about having that conversation with your guides, with your angels, having that conversation with yourself. What is it that you're looking forward to in 2022? What is it that your heart is desiring? What steps can you take to move closer to that? And then listening to your intuition, listening to your heart, listening to your guides about what direction to go in next. Really nice. So let's go to the tarot and get some more details. I am going to look at the past. I feel like there is this energy of leaving something behind. For some of you, you could be moving, you could be changing jobs, you could be starting new relationships. It's this energy of it's time to go in a new direction. I'm truly getting that. So in the past, yeah, you've put out, this is so interesting because usually I feel like this is an energy of healing, and they're giving me the energy of here you are at the end of 2021 and you're putting out your wishes and dreams. A lot of times we set resolutions at the new year, and I feel like there's this shift of perhaps not setting resolutions of things that you want to do, but of things you want to become, of experiences you want in your life to help you progress as a soul, as a human, as a conscious, being. it's this energy of putting it out to the universe, putting that message out to your spirit guides and your angels, and saying, okay, this is where I want to go, and having that conversation with them. For a lot of you, you're putting down the burdens. Perhaps, we are going into more of a 5D experience. We are leaving the burdens of that 3D experience behind. That's the experience of feeling like, at some point in your life, you have to grow up and be an adult. You may have to, step into a marriage, have children, have a 9 to 5 job. It's putting out that wish and hope that there's something more that your soul is calling you to do, and being able to, or trusting that the universe will bring you those opportunities so that you can step into the person you are becoming. And that is the message I've been getting through all of my readings, is to focus on who you are becoming. Instead of, like, what are you doing in your in your daily life? It's about focusing on who you are becoming, and then your daily habits, your routines are going to come more into alignment when you keep your focus on who you are trying to become. Okay, so your present energy, 6 of Swords, moving on. It's kind of like, okay, 2021 is done. Goodbye. I'm glad I experienced it. Thank you for the lessons. Wish you well. And I am moving on. And this could be literally you moving to a new location, you moving to a new job or a career, you moving on to new relationships, people, places, things that are better for you. The 6 of Swords is even an energy of communicating that. Okay, here's the message again about communicating where you want to go, wishing and dreaming for things to come true, and then communicating that with the universe and trusting that it is going to come your way. Lovely. Such a lovely energy right here at the end of this year. Okay, and now let's see what your resistance is. 4 of Swords. That's the energy of not wanting to take the moment. I'm laughing because I know my daughter got married a couple of weeks ago, and chaos took over life for a little bit. And I found that I was not having the time, only because I was not prioritizing it. I will take accountability for it, but I wasn't making the time to meditate, to journal, to talk to my guides. There was so much on my plate that I was just trying to get through it all. And then I realized that it was like, suddenly I realized, whoa, it does not work for me, right? I mean, I just got to this breaking point. And I said to my daughter afterwards, after the wedding and everything, it was just so eye-opening to me that it is those little things that we do day to day, the time that we take out for ourselves to meditate, to talk to our guides, to listen to our intuition, to do that journaling. It does take time, but it's about, this is your area of resistance. You may be resisting just sitting and being quiet, of just letting your mind be still, of receiving those messages from your intuition, from your angels and spirit guides. And when we don't take the time, make this a priority in our life, it's as if life does seem to get out of kilter. It's out of balance. And I feel like that is something, if you're wondering, what can I do maybe tonight or tomorrow, or what can I put as a daily practice? It's about tuning back into your intuition, going within, listening to your own self, because you have all the answers, you have the wisdom, and it's just tuning back into that and not letting the hecticness of life draw you away from that. And I feel like a lot of you are moving away from that hecticness. With the wedding, there was like that last month was very hectic, putting all the final touches on everything and, all the people coming in to celebrate and all of that. It was fun, but it was hectic. And, I really realized that if that was life every single day, how could I ever, you would have to really prioritize it. You would have to perhaps cut out some things, move away from some things that take time and energy away from you, but they don't give you positive energy, the energy that sometimes just resting, relaxing, meditating, just being with yourself does provide for you. Okay, so let's take a look at your advice from Spirit. What's your advice? Knight of Pentacles. I love this. This is that energy of working on yourself, working on, creating the life that you want for yourself, working on your career, building your pentacles, being grounded, staying focused. This is the single lady card in the deck, but gender doesn't matter. It's that energy of I like who I am. I'm willing to stay single or whatever that may mean for you. I'm willing to just spend my time and energy on myself because I realize I have put so much time and energy in other people, other things that perhaps no longer are serving my higher good. And taking the time to do this, to just be you. I love this. And stepping into that, it's almost like I'm getting a Queen of Wands energy. Just realizing how special you are. Your gifts, your talents, your energy level, your positivity that you bring to the universe, the light that you shine, and stepping into that and looking at, for some of you, you may be thinking about making a career change. How can you use your spiritual gifts and talents in order to help others? Okay, and let's see where we are going here at the end. The High Priestess. Yeah, it really is. It's kind of, I love this energy, 7 of Wands. I've had a couple of readings with my 2022 zodiac readings about coming out of the cage, coming out of the box that perhaps, you felt like you had to be in since you were a child. It's going back to that energy of, oh, I'm supposed to, get my education. I'm supposed to get a job, get married, have children, retire at some point. It's this energy of, well, why is life the same as it was 100 years ago or even more, right? It's the world has changed in so many ways, in so many beautiful ways, right? It's realizing that people do not have to be put in a box anymore, that we're all connected, that we all have gifts and talents to share with each other, loving each other, coming out of this idea that I can only love the same type of people that are in the same box that I am in. No, you can come out of that cage. You have the strength, just like the strong man, to come out of that cage and to experience all of the beautiful wonder that our universe has to offer. And stepping into that energy of listening to your intuition instead of listening to, whatever energies, people, situations, childhood belief systems that put you into this box. Instead of listening to those rules, it's about throwing that rule book away and stepping into this energy of, I am listening to my own heart. I am listening to my intuition, to my guides, to my angels. I am following a much more spiritual path because I realize this cage didn't really work for me. I was in that cage and it's kind of like, no, you come out of the cage and then look at this underneath there. The Lovers and the Two of Cups and the Empress. Oh my gosh. It's just like such a lovely energy, an energy of, I do feel like a lot of you are starting a new business or definitely a new way of life. The Empress is this energy of bringing newness to your life, of bringing newness to the collective. And I feel, look at this, Lovers and Two of Cups. I feel like once you make this step of moving away, and I think a lot of you are going to do this towards the very beginning of the year, it's as if you attract the people, the romantic partners that you are looking for to have in your life. It's like finding your new soul tribe. If you have been in this cage for some time and it's kind of like you're feeling detached from the people that are in your life, you're feeling like, I just don't fit in anymore, you know, they're just like, you know, like, I don't know. It's not that I don't love them. It's just that we're like on different vibrations. You are. You are on different vibrations. And you're recognizing that is part of your spiritual journey. It doesn't mean that they're wrong and you're right, or vice versa, right? It just means that you have ascended to a level. You are shining your light. You are stepping onto a new path, a much more spiritual path. And you may have to go it alone for a little while. Okay? That is part of the transition, is trying to find your new soul tribe. But that new soul tribe, those new friends, family, you know, connections or deep soul connections are coming into your life. You intuitively know that. And even the people that you may have to distance yourself from, you know, with the Six of Swords, it doesn't mean that you're cutting them out of your life. It's just, you may have to put more distance between yourself and them because you're vibrating at a much higher level. And when they're in your life or when you spend a lot of time with them, you may feel like your energy is drained, right? And so, you know, just recognizing that is part of realizing you need to take a break from these people. Or you need to spend less time with those people, situations that you feel are draining your energy. Okay, wow. Okay, the Ten of Cups is popping out. We're going to clarify these and see if we can get some more information. Yeah, you're getting inspired. You have gone through a transformation. 2021 was about you stepping into understanding your spiritual journey, understanding that when we do have to leave people, places, things behind, okay, it's, you know, sometimes there's conflict that comes up because the universe is saying to us, okay, this situation, this relationship is no longer good for you, but you got the signs. You kind of got the signs, but you were resisting leaving it, right? And that's when the tower moments come in, you know, because it's kind of like protection from something that really wasn't on your path. It's kind of like your guides are saying, okay, you're sticking around this, but guess what? It's really not meant for you. And you may have done some healing around situations that did have to leave. And now you're getting more inspired of finding your true happiness in something that is more balanced. You know, once again, I feel like situations in the past, or you may still have some people or situations in your life that are unbalanced. You're giving a lot of time, energy, love, your gifts and talents to something or to some people, but you're not getting that back. Your energy is drained when you're around these situations. You know, if you go to work every day and you come home exhausted, that's a sign that job, okay, may be paying you, but it's taking something away from you energetically. And it's asking yourself, am I willing to be this exhausted all the time for the amount of money that I'm getting? Or is there something out there that's going to make me happier? You know, we are shifting away from material, you know, the wanting of so much materialism, you know, and shifting into more of what is essential. What are the basics that I need in my life? And then building from that. And a lot of you may be looking at that, thinking about what is it, how much money, how much money do I really need in order to have the things that I really love and not the things that others have told me I'm supposed to love, right? I always think about cars for some reason. Sometimes we feel like our car makes a statement about who we are, right? And so if you want to make a statement about who you are, you may choose a car that helps to make that statement. But does that car really make you happy? Or is it just that it makes you happy because you feel like you're putting on a facade for others to allow them to know just how worthy you are? This is about you stepping into being happy because you understand your own value. You feel valuable, worthy. You're not trying to buy things or have things in your life or have people in your life or a certain job in your life because you feel like that is going to bring you the happiness of the status that it comes with. It's about taking a really close look at what is it that really makes me happy at the end of the day, right? What really makes me happy. For some of you, it could be, unfortunately, say your house caught on fire. What would you grab as you're running out the door? Of course, I grab Maggie, right? But what is it that you really need to make you happy and not the people in your external world happy? And you're getting that, inspiration to move more into what does make you really, really happy. Really interesting. I have 3 grown children. All 3 of them, I think, have different ideas about what will make them happy. I have one son that is a minimalist and owns so little in his life, even though he has enough money to buy whatever he would really like. But he's just, I don't need it. So why would I want to put time and energy into taking care of it? I can, use my money in other ways to help other people to gain other experiences, And then, I have the other spectrum with another son. But it's all part of the journey. It's all trying to understand, why do we have the people, the situations, the things in our life? Do we truly love them, or do we think we're supposed to love them so that others will love us? Really interesting, profound experience. And I think that was something you may have looked at in 2021. Yeah, here we are at the beginning of the year. You're reevaluating your belief systems. You're reevaluating, what is it that I want out of long-term relationships? What is it I want out of my career? What is it that I'm looking for spiritually? For some of you, if you are participating in a religious organized religion, taking a look at your belief systems about that religion. It is about this dawning of a new era, understanding that it is about moving away from things that no longer are serving you. The Lover's card here is, the old choice card. It's about making choices that are best for you. Once again, best for you and not for those that are around you. Having the strength to walk away from those things that no longer serve you. This is such a strong message. And once again, I feel like a lot of you are perhaps going to move. We have the 6 of Swords and the 8 of Cups. Both of these are energies of moving, literally moving, physically moving away from where we are right now. And definitely like mentally, spiritually, physically moving. The 8 of Cups is the going onto your spiritual path, and underneath they're showing me this is the Moon card. The Moon card is, this is part of your divine plan. is partly, there are no right or wrong answers for what it is that you do want in your life. It's about you figuring it out. Looking clearly. It's kind of like those subconsciously. Why is it that you want to drive that car? Why is it that you want to have that home? Why is it you want that job? Why is it that you want these people or situations in your life? Taking a really good look at that. It's in your subconscious, and it doesn't mean that you're going to eliminate everything in your life. Of course not, right? But it is getting better aligned, more spiritually aligned with why you have the things or situations in your life. And then going out and trying to find those experiences to help you to achieve the person you are becoming. Realizing you have to walk away from this so that you can become the person you are meant to be. Really lovely. So let's take a look. This is the area that you are resisting, that sense of sitting still and listening to your own heart, to listening to your guides. We have the Five of Cups on the bottom. Okay, so let's be realistic. When we do have to walk away from people, situations, relationships, there is a sadness to that. These people, these even beliefs and ideas about life and about what we like in life or what we're supposed to like in life. It's been a part of us for so long. And when we realize I have to move away from this, there is a sadness to it. It's almost as if I remember feeling when I went, I walked away, it was this feeling of, I felt like I had been lied to my whole life. I was so sad because I had followed the rules for so long. I had followed the rules, and I thought that the rules that I was given as a child and I had lived by were going to make me happy. If I follow these rules, I'll be on this great path and I'll have this life of happiness. And then when it started not working that way, I was really, really sad. I was truly sad that I felt like I had been lied to. You may feel that there's a person in the past, a true soul connection that lied to you. Here we have the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. A true sadness that, this could be somebody you have to walk away from because you've awakened and they haven't, and you're just kind of like, I can't stay in this energy anymore. There's something I have to go do. This is a call for you to go do something. So your area of resistance is that you're not listening to your own heart. You're not listening to the intuitive messages that your guides are trying to send to you. Here's the Page of Swords. They're trying to reach out to you so much. You are about to step into this new world, and you are concerned about the blessings that are on the other side. Once you step into that world, you're so afraid. You're leaving things behind. You are perhaps leaving a job that pays you very well, or a relationship that helps you financially, or it gives you stability in your finances. There is this sense of, I don't want to step into this new chapter. I don't want to walk on this path because if I do, oh my gosh, is it going to be okay? And here's the universe saying, all you have to do is trust. Trust that once you step into it, trust that once you put your trust in the universe, then what happens is the blessings will come your way. We will provide for you. It's a sense of, no, I have to provide for myself. There's a little bit there. I have to provide for myself. And I'm not saying that, you just sit in the hammock and you don't do anything all day. But it is this sense that the opportunities, the situations that will help you, Sense that the people, the situations, the opportunities that you need in order to be, blessed on your spiritual path will come on your path. It's, saying, okay, I followed all the rules for a long time. They did not get me where I thought I was going, right? And now it's kind of like, okay, I've got to trust in the universe. I have to trust in myself. There's a little bit of this. You may have, I feel like when we're in this cage, we're trusting the people around us to protect us, to provide for us. We kind of almost give up our freedom when we're in this cage and we're following the rules, because we feel like if I follow the rules, then everything will work out. But here it is, it's kind of like this energy, stepping into this energy of, I can provide for myself because I trust in the universe and trust that the universe will provide for me. It's as if I don't have to, out of fear, stay in this cage or stay in relationships or in careers or jobs that no longer serve me. I don't have to stay there because I know that things will work out for me when I take action to, to listen to my heart, to go in the direction that I'm called to go in. Okay, so let's see what we have for the 9. Yeah, nice. Really nice. Hierophant on the bottom. I really feel like you're getting almost like a new sweep of, okay, I want to say kind of like a whole new rule book, but I don't want to put it in that terms. It's kind of like a whole new belief system. You're recognizing, oh my gosh, when I surrender to this journey, the universe will provide for me. That I don't have to rely on other people anymore. I can rely on myself and my connection, my intuition, my messages with the universe. It's getting a totally different perspective of life, no matter what your age is, right? Mine came quite later in life, but it's kind of like getting a whole new perspective of the universe, of how it all works, of realizing this rule book really doesn't work. Who wrote this rule book? Right? It's kind of like, whoa, wait a minute. Who wrote this rule book? It doesn't work. The only rule book that works is when I put myself, I get this different perspective of a life, and you're celebrating it. And now you're trying to decide, okay, what direction do I go in? I kind of get it. It's kind of like you have this epiphany, right? And look at, this is like the belief system. It's, he's sitting there and he's kind of like, oh my gosh, I get it. I just have to trust in the universe. I just have to have this conversation with, my guides, my angels, my, just my intuition. I just have to listen to the inner wisdom that I already have. Okay, so let's see what the High Priestess says. Oh my. Tower. Okay, so I think that you intuitively know, for some of you, I do feel like you may be walking away from a marriage, a long-term committed relationship. There is something here, an intuitive knowing that this person may come back. The person that you may have dealt with in the past isn't awakened. You have awakened. I feel like some of you have awakened a while ago, but you're really like stepping into your spiritual path. There could have been some conflict. You could have separated from this person, but you intuitively knew that you were attached. You are, perhaps twin flames. You have a soul connection. There's an attachment to this. And it's as if this person from the past could possibly have some addictions, or even be addicted to the rule book, however that may mean, whatever that may mean for you. But it's as if you knew you had to go on this path, and now they see where you are. Like you are so, you're living your life. You're living the life that you know you're supposed to live. And they look at you and it's like they return because they're like, I need your help. It's a sense of you've accomplished so much. You're in a much better, happier place. You've stepped out of the cage, out of the rule book. And there could be one person in particular, there could be a group of people like your family or your friends. There could even be a community of people, like if you're starting a spiritual business or something, that look at what you have accomplished and kind of come to you as, needing your, or wanting, let me put it that way, wanting your mentorship. Not that you're going to fix it for them, but kind of like, can you help guide me to where you are? Because 2022 is a year where a lot of people are going to be awakening. And I feel like you are a leader as far as coming on this path. You may have been the first person in your social circle or your family to walk this spiritual path. The Hierophant kept coming up to me. That's kind of like religious, upbringings and that type of thing. You could be the first one in your family to say, I'm no longer walking that path of that religion or whatever. And it's kind of like you're stepping out and then suddenly you helped other people to see the light. And they are going to be coming back into your life in order for you to kind of mentor them, is the way I want to say it. They're coming in, they're offering love, they're expressing their love for you. They're expressing not just their love, it's almost their admiration for you. It's their admiration. You've inspired them to make changes in their life, especially if there's like some addictions or, habits that really are not serving their higher good. And it's kind of like, they're, I'm not saying they want you to fix it, because that's intuitively, you can't fix it for them. They have to fix it themselves. But at the same time, they're looking for your support, your guidance in doing this. Really interesting. With the Tower, they're suddenly seeing you as somebody that is intuitive. The Queen of Cups is somebody that's very nurturing, intuitive. They're seeing you as, it's almost as if they may have ridiculed you in the past and now suddenly they see you for who you really are. This is part of your divine path. The Temperance card is about, it's about balancing the old and the new. About helping perhaps those that you have been connected to for a long time. It's like you have a soul contract with them and now you're helping them to step into this newer 5D type of energy. Really, really much of a very spiritual path here. I want to come back. They're telling me, come back to this, be playful. Step into your joy of who you are becoming. Step into your joy of your spiritual path. And don't attach, and I'm going to go back to this devil, right? Don't attach yourself to having to help others, right? It's you can help others. You can help others heal. That could be part of your journey. But at the same time, it is making sure that Queen of Cups fills up her cup first before she helps others fill up their cups, right? Or she gives out to others. In the past, you may have been somebody that filled everybody else's cup first before you worked on your own. And that's why you're so exhausted, right? That's why you need some time to rest and relax. It's kind of like if you're on an airplane and the oxygen masks drop out, of the ceiling or whatever. They always say, put yours on first and then help those around you. That's what you're stepping into, realizing, just like I realized with my daughter's wedding, I was giving out too much. And then I wasn't filling up my own cup. And eventually it's kind of, my cup is empty, right? I just kept giving. And it's that energy of, No, I have to take the time to meditate, to journal, to just be in nature, to do those things that you need to do in order to fulfill your own cup. You know, I will have to say one of the things that I have learned is that, loving ourselves, and the Queen of Cups does love herself. It's a daily thing. I learned that lesson the hard way. It is a daily thing. It is something you cannot skip even one day. And it sometimes is just looking in the mirror and telling yourself how much you love yourself, right? Looking in the mirror and saying, hey, you're looking good today. Whatever it is, even just that one moment, okay? You cannot skip a day. It is a daily thing that you must do. Filling up your own cup. It's just so important. You can't help others unless you fill up your own. Oh my gosh. So these three dropped, and I cannot believe I'm getting chills. It says you cannot pour from an empty cup. That is definitely the lesson or the message that Spirit is trying to give here. It is that you have to fill your own cup first before you can give to others. And out of the mess comes elegant order. I have been getting this card for a couple of days, and it really is. This is kind of messy, right? This is kind of messy. Leaving people, situations, relationships, going out on your own. It can be exciting and yet at the same time messy. But it is very clean and orderly at the very end. And it's just about staying in that, understanding this is part of it. I'm good. I have my angels, my spirit guides. I can get through this. I have the strength to get through this. And listen, in stillness, you meet your true self. Thank you, angels. These messages are just so in line with what we have been talking about. Listening to your own intuition. It is the Queen of Cups listens to her intuition. It is about you totally embracing that Queen of Cups energy, of stepping into that energy of, I am going to listen to my intuition, that High Priestess energy. This is, how I navigate. I'm going to say navigate through my spiritual journey, through my, awareness. Really nice. So let's pull a soul truth to fill this out. To finish this out, where can I create more space? Yeah, this one has been coming out a little bit too. Instead of filling yourself up with busy work and things to do, create more sacred space in your schedule, in your home, your mind, your lungs, and in your heart. Take time to just be. Okay, I think the message is really clear. Stop doing and just be for a little bit. Do a clutter detox of your schedule, home, and innermost self. Make space. Clarity will come. And that comes out of this too, is that, your life may feel messy right now. What can you clear out? Get back to the heart of what you really and truly want in your life. Truly, you, not the people around you. What do you truly want in your life? And then clear out the rest. Clear out the rest. And the universe will provide. The universe will bring in those people, situations that you are wanting so much in your life, that your heart is desiring. All right, I'm going to leave it there. What a profound message. I hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed doing it for you. I'd love to hear in the comments how this may resonate with you. And I do wish you much love, light, joy, and happiness in 2022. Happy New Year, and I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.